Yes,
Yeah. Can you confirm to us that you have left the ADC?
confirmed.
Why did you leave?
First of all, I had issues with the congresses. All along, people were saying that we formed the ADC because of Atiku. And he himself was going about lying to people that it is his party, he founded it. And so we're busy and now telling Nigerians that didn't form APC for a specific candidate. We're going to run free and fair primaries. So as the primaries approach, I noticed the strenuous effort the chairman, national chairman, went through to say that there was a consensus. But each of the three candidates insisted that if there's going to be consensus, it must be him, or no consensus at all. So since we're now all boxed into the corner, the only option left was primary election. And set up all the necessary structures within the time constraints available, and sent teams to go and conduct the primaries. Surprisingly, all over the place, Atiku and his people compromised almost everybody, and the results were doctored. Where there was primaries at all, they changed it. Where the result didn't favor them, they wrote what they wanted and declared the result. And everybody in ADC knows that that primaries was manipulated, was rigged massively, was doctored, the results doctored. Everybody who participated knew it. Now, my worry was that everybody in ADC was behaving as if it is the normal thing to do. Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody in ADC was behaving as if it's the normal thing to do. And I was shocked at this behavior because everybody was calling for peace, everybody was calling for... How can you reconcile with a group? How can you reconcile with somebody who deliberately manipulated every other person out? How? Wow. How can you reconcile? On what basis? You cannot reconcile the good and the bad because the result will be bad. And I know Atiku.
Yeah.
I've studied his antecedents. I've known his capabilities. And I realized that his presidency will be worse than Bola Tinubu. And I don't want to enter a situation in which I would regret wishing that I had not worked against Bola Tinubu. I didn't want a situation like that. I just realized that what the Nigeria we need is not available with Atiku leadership.
But what options do you have now? Where are you heading now? What party are you joining now?
As we speak now, I am herding my cows. I'm herding them now live. I wish I could take the picture and show you. I'm waiting for the rainy season so we can start planting. There are other things I can do for Nigeria. I can focus on producing food. I can focus on my church. And I can join a group that can be fighting for justice.
But are you supporting Peter Obi?
Supporting nobody. I've just come to the conclusion that by politics, Nigerian politics, everybody is. I don't understand how it's practiced. I don't know how it should be practiced. Maybe that's how Nigerians want their things. I don't want to be part of anything.
Yeah. So what do you see for this coming election? You think Bola Tinubu has won it already?
Landslide.
You think Bola Tinubu will win this landslide?
Landslide.
With what has happened?
Everybody. If the parameter for winning the election in Nigeria is rigging, nobody can press Bola Tinubu in this. If Atiku like his strength is in manipulating results, and this, I wish him luck. He will meet the master rigger in the front in June. We will meet the master rigger. So, and then we are all the worse for it.
Okay.
That's our choice.
By the way, why do you call Atiku Kachala?
Because that is the title people like Turiji are calling their local leaders.
So you are comparing Atiku to a bandit leader or a terrorist?
The title that people use when they kill and burn people, they are people. These people with the Fulanis in the bush. They call their name Kachala. You know the Fulani.
Is that fair to refer to him as Kachala? Is that fair to refer to him like that?
I know, in my own perception, Fulanis are celebrating now that their brother has gotten the ticket, isn't it? And they are beginning to celebrate that they will produce the president. Why are they celebrating if they are not intending to use it for you? Have you ever had Atiku condemn any of the kidnappings? Have you ever had him? Do you have it on record that he can condemn all this massive killing? Do you have it on record? Sure.
So are you saying Atiku endorses or is siding with bandits?
I'm asking a question and you're asking me again. You've not provided the answer. How do you?
I probably will have to check.
Yeah, whether all these killings, they people killed and men, they did not children 200. What has Atiku said about it? Not even talking about doing. Not even going to sympathize. This is not these people that are victims. Not even in Adamawa, they killed 17 villagers just recently. If he's the president for all, but didn't he ever even once condemn it? Has he ever condemned it? For God's sake, all he would ask you. When they did that into the border in Sokoto and he made a press release on it condemning it, he had to retract. And started saying that it was his essay that released it, not without his authority. He said that he had to retract. To want to be president, that he cannot condemn the genocide that is going on right before his own eyes in his state.
So you don't think Atiku could be a good president for Nigeria?
Try it now. Now only you go die. Try it now. He doesn't have it. He doesn't possess it.
Thank you so much.
1%.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it, sir.
I mean, this is my brother. I served as chief of staff to his government. And when I saw that he was running with, I saw the setup. If he had called me, I would say, don't run there. It's very clear. He cannot get transparency or due process.
Are you still friends with Amici? Are you still friends with Amici?
Why do people like people to be enemies? Why do you? So is it joy for you that we should be enemies?
Because you said if he had called you. That's why I'm asking. Are you still friends?
No.
Also called him.
No,
why didn't you call him?
No. See.
And Honorable Minister, why are you so invested in an APC case? You are PDP.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You asked me a question. He asked a question.
No. You are PDP.
Are you fighting your colleague?
Yes, I am.
Okay, face him now. Hold on. Your colleague asked me a question.
Yes.
It will be unfair. He asked question, first of all. There's no law that says I shouldn't be knowledgeable. Let me tell you. And that's why I can comfortably challenge any party. When I see anybody in party A as a head, it's not me who will preach that. Go and preach it to others. Because I know, take for example, when I saw the setup in ADC, I saw the remark there. I laughed.
Why?
Let me tell you why I laughed. You know, when you have worked with these people, when you have played with it, you know who is who will do what. That setup was Atiku setup 100%. I cannot, see, you can't set trap for me. You cannot. We know ourselves as politicians. Who told you that kind of structure will give you transparency? Who told you that kind of structure will give you free and fair election? Rather, I imagine my brother made a mistake. He was too much in a hurry. He was carried away by people who are shouting, this government is not doing well. They did that to lure all of them, to give credibility. These are people that will fight the government. It's not that they are coming as a coalition. No, I said from day one, no. And Obi, saying that, my brother, I was thinking that I will have opportunity here. Here, every area has been tied. It's for Atiku, totally. And so they laid that gentile, and everybody entered. Look, when I was running, the man was the chief electoral officer.
Yes, 2022.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
He was chief electoral officer. Respected former Senate President 8 years. Former senator for more than 12 years. Right? By electoral regulation, fairness, campaign activities. You said campaign activities will stop so time. You called out all the aspirants to come and talk to the delegates. Every aspirant came. I spoke, and then Tambo spoke last. Then we are now going to vote. You now come up and say there's an announcement. What was that announcement? I thought maybe the man is stepping there because of e-health. Or I can't continue because the kind of wave I was carrying was too much. Maybe you didn't witness it.
We did. We watched it.
I was there myself. I saw how.
That you had when I was addressing the people. Yeah. When they saw Kanu, they said there's danger. Now, they now called Tamboa back. He came, said, my dear brothers, I hereby step down. I thought at that point it's okay. He now said, vote for my senior brother. Then the man, the chief electoral empire, did not give us another opportunity. Now that he has said, vote for my senior brother, I would have come out to counter that. I would have done that to counter that.
To divide Tamboa's votes.
So, you know, but it has happened. So I know them. I know everybody there. Now look at them. You see, Benobi. Yeah. Benobi was following P2B everywhere as insurgent leaders. If you are watching, yeah. Benobi can never leave Atiku. If you know the relationship, you know, people you just see people, you just say, it's a lie. Obi left, Egu left, the Benobi left. They would never. Now, when you see in a committee of certain people, I see the head, I see the tail, I will tell you, hey, this is a trap. Don't go there. So I bet you, they preached to him transparency. That's why he was, I suppose, I believe, that's why he was angry.
It is not a big blow because the message always goes with the messenger. So you have to look at who is speaking, what he is talking about, how he is saying it, why he is saying it. I did a master's degree in English literature, and we were taught what they call the sociological approach. And the sociological approach is you must know where a man is coming from to understand why he is saying what he is saying. For me, he was rambling. He sounded a bit confused about the subject matter. At what point? He is a man who is above 70. So at what point did he realize that Atiku is what he is calling him? And I listened patiently to your telephone conversation with him, and I could see a master of ambiguity. He was very ambiguous about Atiku is a Fulani man. When did he become a crime to be a Fulani man? A Fulani man that people were accusing of being a Lagos boy. A Fulani man who was an Igbo man. His life, Atiku's life today, is in the hands of an Igbo man. And Dr. Azubike, you know, Ndukwe has been his doctor since he was in Aso Rock. He's an Igbo man. So, and this is the man, if Atiku is sleeping upstairs, the man has his bedrooms downstairs. That's the physician who goes everywhere with him. So, how do you call that man a Fulani man who wants other people to die? Anybody who knows Atiku will know that he's one of the most cosmopolitan leaders we have in Nigeria today. He's one of the leaders who minds his own business. He is able to run a business. He does not live on government. He does not control any state where he's collecting dividends or whatever, you know, you want to call it. So listening to him, I feel very sad. And he's a Christian. I'm a Christian. One of the first things I learned in Sunday school was do not judge people because you will be judged. Here was our Baba that was sacked. He was sacked by the Buhari government who brought him into power, you know, to be the secretary of the federation. He was sacked. Why was he sacked? So for me, He's one of the few leaders anyway that I have never met. You will not believe it. We've never sat one-on-one. You know me that I as a journalist, I mingle and mix, but I have never understood the man. You know, he says whatever comes out of his mouth whenever it feels like. And what he has done today, I'm sure that even a lot of people in his own state, they are rejoicing that finally Atiku has been able to free himself from this man. Anybody who knows Atiku is a perfect gentleman.
But Chief Dele Momodu, from what you have said, it does look like there is an homegrown trouble for Atiku Abubakar. On one hand, he is a very strong, Babachir Lawal is a strong man from the same state of Adamawa as Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Ms. Binani also had left. Senator Binani left because of the issues in ADC Adamawa State. Isn't that a signal that there is a problem in Atiku Abubakar's home state of Adamawa? If people from Adamawa State are coming to criticize him, isn't that a problem?
I'm not sure you'll be listening to Peter Obi. He says he's going to take the power from 5,000 to 10,000.
How you know someone who can do that?
If he does that.
How you know someone who can fight challenges?
Well, he's been a former governor.
Peter Obi, what's that? Who can do? Look, Peter Obi likes food is ready. Mama put, I don't want struggling. Look, this country, there are challenges. You must have the capacity to face those challenges. It's not when you hear one problem, oh, this problem is too much, let me move to a social place. Look, you saw in PDP, all the governors. Is it not correct? I said, I will not leave this party. They had money, yes, but it's not money. I said, I was not going to leave. Rather, you will leave. Have I left? Have they not left? It's challenging. Face the challenges you have. That's what makes you a leader. That's what makes you a man. Leadership is not dashing you something. That's not a leadership. You remember when I came here as a minister, there was nothing I did not, no abuse I did not get. You take here as Port Harcourt, you can't do it in Abuja, I say it to be done. I'm doing it. Heaven will not fall. In fact, heaven is at peace now. Heaven is at peace. Based on what you see, you must, and that is why I look at what the president. You see, we have had governments that have come. Everybody have noticed that this subsidy was a cancer. There's no government have never identified that. Every government, what did you do? Haven't identified this. That where leadership now comes in. This parent government has come. And I said, this is a problem. We must solve this problem. How do I solve this problem? I must do this. And he did it. There are sufferings. He said, yes, there will be sufferings. But the suffering that will lead us for progress tomorrow. That is leadership. It doesn't matter. You see, the worst of a leader, if it's got a leader, is somebody who has identified a problem and cannot take a decision on how to solve that problem. They didn't bring you here to just identify problems and go. You are brought here to identify a problem and be able to solve such a problem. There are problems that will be short term, there are problems that will be long term to solve. But have you laid foundation to solving such problems? In solving such problems, there could be a lot of difficulties, and which is happening today. But are you going to achieve it at the end of the year? Yes, I'm going to achieve it. See, leadership needs courage.
2027, regardless of what Tinubu or the APC might want or plan, the 2027 election will be free and fair. Not because of APC, not because of Tinubu, not because of INEC, not because of judiciary, not because of security agencies, but because of a parallel vote tabulation platform. Vote Watch, working with volunteers as polling unit marshals across all the polling units in Nigeria. With Vote Watch and polling unit marshal, we tie the hands of INEC, the hands of Tinubu, the hands of APC, the hands of security agencies, the hands of the judiciary. We tie their hands and we make rigging impossible, regardless of who wants to rig. With Vote Watch, we will get real-time electronic transmission of polling unit results directly from the polling unit in real time. With Vote Watch, we get something even better than real-time transmission. We will get real-time collation, meaning as the results are coming from the polling units, we are seeing the tally automatically. If election finish by 3 o'clock and they process the results, they count, they fill in the form EC8A, the party agents sign, the police and security agencies sign. Once that form EC8A is processed, at that moment, as INEC is using their beavers to snap the form EC8A to upload to IREV, our PU marshals, as polling unit voters, which is allowed, are using their phone to take a picture of the same form EC8A to upload to the Vote Watch platform. But there's something even better that Vote Watch can do that IREV cannot do. IREV does not collate, but Vote Watch collates. And it doesn't just only collate, it collates in real time. So you see that collation gap where they will take the results, the original from EC8A, from the polling unit, and now go to the registration area, the ward, to go and do collation. That is where the abracadabra starts. So that's where party votes either become fat or lean overnight. No longer will be possible to do such rigging in the collation gap, starting from either the ward, the local government, the state, up to the national, if we have the result already from the polling unit on the Vote Watch app, there for the whole world to see. You see, this is a very wonderful solution. It's called parallel vote tabulation. It is allowed. It's very legal. We are not replacing INEC. We are not declaring winners. It is well within our rights as voters to monitor our vote after we vote and to report our votes. What we are doing is what political parties are supposed to be doing in their situation room. But for some strange reasons, they don't think to do it, and they don't do it robustly enough. So we, the people, we use our people power. We use our office, the highest office in the land, the office of the citizen, to come up and drive this solution by ourselves. That's what we're doing with Vote Watch. So that 2027 will be a reflection of the wills and desires and aspirations of the people. There is a rise in Godfatherism. Wike and Tinubu have taken Godfatherism to a great height. It is now Baba Sokpe crazy, Baba Sokpe politics. Baba talk say, you heard what Desmond Elliot said, that when they gave him the impeachment notice to sign, he thought it was from Tinubu. Baba Sokpe, Baba talk say, not what a full-grown man who is a legislator, not what he thinks, but what he thinks the Godfather wants. And you see how he started trying to beg for the forgiveness of his Godfather, because he feels that it's only the Godfather that can bring him back to the State House of Assembly. And unfortunately, as it is right now, it's only the Godfather. They have kicked him out. That is a dangerous trend of Godfatherism in Nigeria that we must tackle. Many of you are mocking him, saying, oh, is it? Yes, mock him. Whatever he got, he deserved. But on the flip side, what damage is Godfatherism doing to Nigeria? So long as politicians like Fubara, politicians like Desmond Elliot, politicians like Ben Ayade, so long as these politicians see or even think that the only way they get back into office is by the support of godfathers, Nigeria is dead and buried. Things will never get better. Because when they get into office, their only loyalty will be to the godfathers. If we want them to be loyal, if we want our leaders to be loyal to the people, then we must make sure that it is the people that bring them into office. That is why I cannot emphasize the importance of Vote Watch enough. The link is in the description of this video. www.votewatch.pro. Simple. You can use any browser, Chrome browser, Phoenix browser, Safari browser, on your phone, your desktop, your laptop. You can use it. Just type in www.votewatch.pro into the address bar. Click enter to take you to the platform. There you will see the overview. But then you will see another button where it says sign up to be able to become a PU Marshal. Click that sign up button. It will take you to the registration page. Enter your name, enter your email, enter your state, enter your local government. In the place for ward and for polling unit, click any available one. Don't worry. All the other things in the background we will fine-tune to put you in the right polling unit as a PU Marshal. Remember, there are going to be 3 PU Marshals per polling unit. And none of the 3 polling unit Marshals will know who the other 2 polling unit Marshals are for that polling unit. We are doing this because we know that some polling unit Marshal can be compromised. And we are doing this to make sure that none of them are compromised. We are not using information from one polling unit. We are using from multiple. And the reason for this is simple. We have seen where collation agents of political parties are compromised on election day. And we have built a safeguard into the Vote Watch platform to prevent and guard against this. So once you enter all of those details, click sign up, you sign in, and then you'll be able to be a PU Marshal once we approve your request. It's as simple as that. Who would have thought that a solution to stop rigging of election in Nigeria would be this simple? It will be this safe because you work in ghost mode, in stealth mode. Nobody will know what you're doing, but yet you are doing so much that nobody can rig. So if you're in Nigeria that loves Nigeria, you want Nigeria to change, please check the description. There's a link in there. If you are a Nigerian that already is benefiting from this in very good way, I am not going to advise you to change the system. I know you won't want to reform yourself out of power. So this message is not for you. It is for you. If in all this abundance you are living in squalor, no jobs, high cost of living, insecurity, poor roads infrastructure, poor health care, poor education, weak naira, so much corruption. If we want a better Nigeria, then you will subscribe to this. If you want credible leaders to come out, then you will subscribe to this. This is actually very, very, very important. God bless you as you subscribe, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.